This place feels empty at first. Miles of desert, cliffs, and silence. But hidden in these canyons are stories that go back hundreds, even thousands of years. Cowboys, ancient rock art, and right in the middle of it all is a canyon so deep, the first people here even said an eagle couldn't fly out of it. Today, we're going to find out what's really out there. Truth be told, we weren't planning a trip today, but the weather was so nice, it had other ideas for us. At the time of filming, it's late March, and somehow it feels like summer. 90-degree weather, blue skies, and just enough to make you feeling like staying home would be a terrible idea. So we decided to load up the ZR2 and pointed it toward one of our favorite places, the San Rafael Swell. But today we weren't just doing some random trail run. The trail we're doing cuts through one of the most remote parts of Utah, and somehow today, there's also a highway 300 feet above it. But down in the canyon, it still feels like nothing has changed. We've done this trail before, 7 years ago, and Everett was too young to remember it at the time. So this time, we came back to re-explore this incredible place.
So today we're taking this truck to Swasey's Cabin, and then we'll make a loop out to the highway.
So we'll take you along for the ride and show you the obstacles and our adventure today. And as you can see,
it's already dusty.
It's dusty, and we're what? Camping.
Oh, we're camping, yes. It's loaded down with gear and water.
We don't know where we're camping yet, so
we don't know. We'll
figure that out.
But first road trip, we got decent mileage up the Green River and didn't tank.
Yeah, first road trip and first off-road trip in general. So
yeah, got like 20 miles a gallon going to the Green River. Now I'm getting like 11 because of the swell hill.
Leadfoot.
Well, you know, it happens.
Unlike our previous journey through here, we are starting in the opposite direction. And so right out of the parking lot, the trail gets your attention. You have to squeeze under Interstate 70 through a very narrow set of underpasses. The last time we did this, we felt like we were a little oversized for the situation, so we're anxious to see how the ZR2 feels. We're hoping we're not having the mounting anxiety we had during that trip, but let's find out. This is the first obstacle, and if you do it this way, you know if your truck will fit or not. So we highly recommend doing it this direction. Because if you don't fit, then you can just go back on I-70 and do most of the trail up to the arches. Yep. We'll get it up to there and then we'll see. Let's get you up the ledge first.
Yep, there's people driving over us. That'd be cool.
I touched it.
I don't like that.
What?
I don't like that I touched it either, also.
Is it as narrow as you remember?
Pretty narrow.
Do you feel like the ram's sucking powers were amazing at the time?
They were, because we put these out, it's pretty good, like 1.5 inches, 2 inches off.
I'm gonna insert that picture here. Because that was impressive, because it was like breathing, and yeah, this one was tight, but there was daylight on both sides. The ram was very, very close. And then you get to do it again.
got a full size today, but it's super tight.
It is. I would say, like, we'll put the width of the truck up here for reference.
Yeah, with mirrors folded, you had room. You had about that much room on top of the mirrors maybe. So.
Yes.
Like an extra 2 inches past mirrors. We're much more comfortable with mirrors folded. We could still reach out and touch it right here.
How would you feel if you were taking a Silverado Trail Boss?
It would feel very tight.
I think we would be.
You'd have about an inch on each side.
After watching it from the outside, I really do believe the ZR2 made it look way easier than the Ram did. And truth be told, that's no surprise since this is a mid-size truck and that is a full-size truck.
Shortly after you get through the tunnel, you get to your first actual obstacle, which is this rock ledge here, which is pretty rolly, so you shouldn't have much issue if you take it slow. That was nothing. We haven't done those loops since we owned our 2015 Ram 1500, and we did it in the opposite direction, and Everett was a little small fry.
Yeah.
Now that he is bigger, we're doing this the opposite direction just because we wanted to do the tunnel first and do all the hard obstacles, because everything gets easier after you get down into the canyon itself. And we wanted to get that out of the way early just to make sure the ZR2 fit through the tunnel. Because last time we went through in the Ram, we were like, I don't care, we're gonna make it fit. Because we were just tired at the end of that day. So we are exploring areas that Everett doesn't remember, and I think this is gonna be fun. I'm excited to see all the sites. If you haven't done this trail, it's honestly worth your time, especially since it's right off of I-70 in the middle of Utah. If you're coming through, you have to do it. You're good there. Nope, you're gonna come just off straight. Yup.
After working your way down the amazing ledges of this canyon, you'll finally be at the bottom, where things can change because of flash flooding, but nothing is too crazy. And this is where the canyon really shows you what it is.
as impressive as you remember the Eagle Bridges.
Yep, I looked at them for a little bit. They're very impressive. I like when you see the rocks all blown away. You can see the rock that got blown out. You have to look, see, there, got blown out from there. Zoomed away in, you can see where it's all straight. That's where that
You
rock
can.
came from.
So
Blasted.
as far as the trail goes, like as far as difficulty level, is it what you remember?
It is. It's easy. It'd be harder in a full size.
It would be
It's
harder.
a moderate though, no matter what. So,
Yeah, I think the narrow, scratchy bits, if you are in a wider truck.
yes, be prepared for scratches.
Yes, you're gonna want to either have protective film on your sides or be ready to buff or not care.
Yep, exactly. Send it.
Don't think there's send it. I think if you're going the opposite direction though, like that sand hill, like it's not very sandy right now, but I know like last time we did it, it was super sandy.
It wasn't hard then.
But it wasn't hard, but
It's easy.
just it's something to keep in mind. Like
These bridges are about 300 feet above the canyon floor, and this is I-70. The canyon itself was named back in 1875 by the Swasey brothers, who said it was so deep that an eagle couldn't fly out of it. Decades later, in the late 1950s, crews had to explore this entire area just to figure out if a highway could even go through it. By 1965, it was determined that they could put a bridge here, and the first bridge was built. It was just 2 lanes crossing one of the most remote places in Utah. And believe it or not, the second bridge wasn't built until 1990. Standing down here, it's kind of crazy that these were ever built and that they're still standing. At this point, it seemed like we were just having the perfect trail day. And that was until I got stupid. Now, I never fly my drone backwards, but today seemed like the ideal day to try it. Narrow, tall canyon, trees, what could possibly go wrong? And that's when it happened.
so, I crashed the drone because I was flying it backwards, which I should never do. And Everett was able to climb and save it. Thank
Good
you.
job.
Now we're gonna fly only when I can see. So we're
I've
gonna
been
wait.
done with it for a while.
We're gonna wait until we get to Eagle Arch. So you come to this giant pile of rocks, and so we're gonna hug one side and go through it. So easy.
I was so glad that we were able to recover the drone and that it was only had a few minor scrapes and bumps and that it would still be able to fly. As we made our way through the canyon, we were reminded that this area is just full of so much natural beauty and that so many people drive by it and they don't even know it's here.
We have made it to our next waypoint, which is Eagle Canyon Arch. And so it is right up here.
It's unusual for you to have this place all to yourself, but we did. Eagle Canyon Arch stands about 50 feet tall, and it's carved out of Navajo sandstone over millions of years. It was carved by wind, water, and time. And while all this was happening, people were here too. And our next stop will highlight the family who is famous for this region, the Swasey family. They used this area for cattle, working this rugged country long before there were roads like this. Before you end your journey on this trail, there are two cool places to visit, the Icebox and of course Swasey's Cabin. So we're going to start at the Icebox. The Icebox is actually a natural sandstone grotto that's tucked just off the side of the trail. And even on a warm day like the day we were there, the temperatures drop the second you stand inside. Back in the 1800s, the Swasey brothers used this as a natural refrigerator. Snowmelt from above would seep through the rock, forming ice inside the chamber. They stored meat, dairy, and anything else that needed to stay cold. Out here, you just used what you had.
Hey, look, it's like stairs.
I know it is.
Like this. Root, root, root.
Tree's still there.
Yep.
Still growing, baby.
How is it still?
Jeez.
Woohoo! So we are here at the Icebox, which, unlike the other things that we have seen so far on this trail, does require a short hike. It isn't hard, and so it's pretty close to the actual parking area, so it is worth your time, but it feels so much cooler in here than it feels outside in the actual area outside of this cavern. So this is where they used to store their meat, so that's why they call it the Icebox, and it definitely feels a lot cooler. We have it all to ourselves, which is unusual because last time we were here, a bunch of people.
At the entrance to the trail, you might have noticed that there was a small cave. This was known as Joe's office. Joe's office was where supplies were kept before the main cabin was built. And if you know where to look, there are grooves inside the rock that were done by indigenous people who sharpened their tools here long before the Swaseys arrived.
We have reached the final spot on our off-road trail that we've done today, and that is Swasey's Cabin. It is in the background over there, and we're in the actual end of the trail parking lot, or at least where we're going to leave you on this trail guide. It's a pretty easy parking lot to find, and this is where you can join up with those easier roads that start from the other side of I-70, but we're going to go and show you the cabin real quick and show you all the cool things and its a little history.
Built in 1921, this cabin became the base for the Swasey family as they ran cattle through this region. As you stand here at the end of this trail, it makes you think. No trucks, no easy access, no quick trips to town, just this, and a whole lot of grit. We decided we tried to imagine what it would have been like to be out here, and yeah, I think Dane and I both agreed on one thing. It would probably work for two people, maybe if you liked each other.
It is like the same size as our shed, just almost. Barely. Could you imagine living here and this being like your awesome house with your wife?
As long as it's just me, I'd be good.
Already blew that out of the water with your wife and kids?
Oh, wait, no, yeah, it'd be great.
I
a little snug.
I specifically like,
It's
some
air
ventilation, air conditioning.
The door's off, though. 3 main beams. Douglas fir, right? Douglas pine.
Probably.
Douglas pines. The sign said it.
Oh, there you go.
Douglas pine. Are you getting good sign?
I thought, I read it, but I didn't read it.
Well, I mean, it did go for it.
I just thought you were being super intelligent.
I am. Also read the sign.
Apparently reading helps folks.
Yes, I went to
Comprehension.
places that teaches you how to read.
My school taught me how to read, but comprehension I struggle with sometimes.
Very nice. Looks like foundation rocks. You can see it right here. Oh, look at this. That's cool. Rock foundation. Keeps it from sinking away.
Right? We gotta use the material around you. So that's smart. It's kind of like Smith's cabin where it was all rock.
What? Oh, yeah, Smith cabin.
Oh yeah, a little horse tie off.
I forgot about that.
That's pretty cool.
We wandered all the way over there looking for stuff last time. I don't think
There isn't anything over that way. We found a seep. There is a water seep back there.
it's a big one.
It is.
Yep, back when there was people.
On our way to find camp for the evening, we decided to make a stop at Lone Warrior Pictograph. This is famous for being a single red figure on a wall that is believed to date back hundreds, possibly thousands of years, and it is associated with the Barrier Canyon style of rock art. No one knows what it actually represents, a warrior, a spirit, a story, but it's still standing there and it's pretty awesome. From there, we made a quick stop at Dutchman Arch. It's so simple, and you can actually see this arch from I-70, but most people miss it. But it's totally worth coming to. And with the wind and the elevation here, we decided we were going to camp down below. But before we left, we decided we had to make a stop at the head of Sinbad Pictographs. This is one of the most well-known rock art panels in the San Rafael Swell. It contains both pictographs and petroglyphs carved by indigenous cultures over hundreds and thousands of years. Some of the images are thought to be Fremont area, around 1,000 years old, while others may be even older. And if you think about it, it serves as a reminder that this place, even as remote and rugged as it is, has never been empty. By the time we made these stops, we realized that we would be running out of daylight, and we decided to make a stop in Hanksville for, of course, Stan's Burgers, because you're in the Swell, you might as well stop there. And before we knew it, we headed our way into the Temple Mountain region, and we found camp for the night. And we were so glad that we had spent a day, an amazing day, in the San Rafael Swell. It was full of adventure, history, and mystery. And for us, this is one we won't forget.